Hey guys, Jackdaw here. Today I am breaking down the newly revealed story of Dragon Age 2's cancelled expansion that would have acted as a precursor to Dragon Age Inquisition, planning the events of Dragon Age 2's sequel more accordingly, whilst giving our player protagonist Hawke a good farewell. This DLC was called the Exalted Match and was canned because of Inquisition's scope and the team's shift to the Frostbite engine. Thanks to BioWare's stories and secrets from 25 years of game development, we have an in-depth look at this cancelled Dragon Age 2 DLC with concept art and detailed plot lines to follow. I've already broken down the Dragon Age 4 related secrets discovered in this book in my last news update, so I recommend you checking that video out for the latest on the next Dragon Age's current project. With that said, let's take a behind the scenes look at Dragon Age 2's planned and unfortunately cancelled final DLC. The Exalted Match was a cancelled expansion to Dragon Age 2, meant to bridge the gap between the events of Dragon Age 2 and the planned sequel, Dragon Age Inquisition. The expansion focused on the fallout from Kirkwall's explosive finale, with Corypheus serving as the villain. After the end of Dragon Age 2, when Meredith turns into the big red lyrium statue, she basically infests Kirkwall, and you end up with what actually ended up being the Red Templars taking over Kirkwall and being essentially Corypheus' army, Dragon Age 2 cinematic designer John Epler says. To stop him, Hawke recruited various factions, having to choose between groups like Isabella's Felicissima Armada and the Qunari at Estwatch, forcing the hero to split loyalties and risk relationships in the process. It was supposed to bring Dragon Age 2's story to an end, lead writer David Gaider says, and it was supposed to end with Varric's death. I was very happy with that, because all of Dragon Age 2 was his tale. The expansion was supposed to start the moment Cassandra's interrogation of him ended in the present, and we finished off the story with Varric having this heroic death. It tied things up, and would have broken so many fan hearts, something the writers on Dragon Age notoriously enjoy. But between a transition to the new Frostbite engine and the scope of Dragon Age Inquisition, the decision was made to cancel the expansion, work any hard-to-lose concepts into Inquisition, and in the process save Varric's life. Concept art for the Exalted Match explored new areas previously not depicted in the Dragon Age universe, with costumes that reflected new steps for familiar characters. Varric was going to war. What would he wear? With Anders, if he survived Dragon Age 2, the plan was to present a redeemed warden. A character that vaguely resembled Serra in Dragon Age Inquisition was first concepted for Dragon Age 2's expansion content. The writers sketched out plans to end the cancelled Exalted Match DLC, with Hawke having the option to marry their love interest. This included alternate ceremonies for party members like Bethany and Sebastian, if players opted not to wed. There was even a wedding dress made for Hawke. The assets found its way into Inquisition, donned by Serra if she marries the Inquisitor, or the Inquisitor if they marry Cullen. The dress can also be seen in an ambient NPC wedding after a chain of war table missions. The destruction of a chantry was explored in concept art as it might have happened in Exalted Match. This idea would carry to the beginning of Inquisition. While it's bittersweet uncovering the story of this canned DLC, especially with the planned send-off having Hawke potentially marrying their love interest, and witnessing the explosion of the Conclave firsthand as a cliffhanger leading into the next game, I am very grateful that BioWare revealed the development secrets of this cancelled DLC to the public. I respect Dragon Age 2 a lot. It's a title that was given way too much flack by the mainstream, considering it was created within 9 months of production and had one of EA's lowest budgets for its creation. Yet despite that, the game stands on its own 2 feet, with a 40+ hour story, new protagonist, and a roster of remarkable characters that join the journey. One of the biggest reasons behind Dragon Age 2's quote different narrative was the fact that the developers were working insane hours with zero time for revisions and rewrites, meaning that the first drafts conceived for stories and characters were often the final outcome. In light of that, David Gaider felt that the cast of Dragon Age 2 was some of his favourite Dragon Age characters to date. He believed that the game had some of the best writing throughout the series. In summary, Dragon Age 2 is a remarkable feat and doesn't deserve the harsh criticism in my opinion. I adore the characters, narrative beats and lore introduced in Dragon Age 2 that have been fundamental to my personal enjoyment of Dragon Age. While it would have been nice to have this DLC finalized for Dragon Age 2, and it potentially may have changed the general reception to the game, there are many fundamental aspects of Inquisition that would be completely different if this DLC wasn't canned. For example, Varric would be dead, having no appearance as a companion in Inquisition. And just thinking about that as a reality, that's not a world that I want to live in at the moment. So while it is sad that this DLC never came to be, there are at least a couple of things, like Varric's life, that we can at least be happy about regarding Exalted Match's cancellation. In any regard, I love delving into these Dragon Age development secrets, and this one has been very juicy. This book provides many insights into BioWare's game design that I may save in the future for a rainy day. Anyhow, let me know your thoughts down below. How heartbroken are you knowing that BioWare could have killed off one of Dragon Age 2's best characters? Or are you more concerned about the fact that BioWare almost let us marry our love interest in Dragon Age 2? Let me know down below. For all your Dragon Age updates, you're already in the right place. Make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram, like me on Facebook. But until the next one, I've been Jackdaw, and I should go. Whoa.